Hello traders, welcome to ChrisFX. Today I am going to talk about Draw On Liquidity. This video is kind of a continuation of this video right here, which says identify the daily bias and dominate the markets. So if you haven't watched it, I am just leaving the link on the top right of your screen right now. Go ahead, watch this one first and then come back and watch the current video. Furthermore, regarding the giveaway, of course I have not forgotten about it. We currently have 54 people included in the giveaway. Just like the video and leave me a comment and I will automatically include you in the giveaway when we reach 100 people. I am going to give away access to my Discord server to 2 out of these 100 people absolutely for free, and I'm gonna do it with a random number generator. So let's move forward with a Draw On Liquidity. And of course we are going to start with a daily chart, or you can even start from the weekly chart. What is Draw On Liquidity? Think about it. Where is price more likely to be drawn towards according to the various rules that we have learned? And rules entail previous highs or, for example, previous lows. Then we have order blocks, of course. We have fair value gaps, and we have the premium and discount, which is going to facilitate this whole process. If I start from the weekly time frame, let's just analyze the current price action. We were exactly right here. We were expecting for price to return to a premium, which is somewhere right here. And so price did return to a premium, and then it went down for the past weeks. Then when we broke above this area right here, we also realized that we grabbed the liquidity above this high, and then we have a retracement. What am I expecting now? I will delete this premium and discount from the daily. I am expecting, if I just place my premium and discount tool, I am expecting for the discount to be tapped from a weekly time frame perspective. Let's find our Draw On Liquidity now by scaling down to a lower time frame such as the daily time frame. Here we are on the daily time frame, and I'm going to leave this one right here because from this one we grab the liquidity above this high over here, and then we are moving towards a discount price from the overall weekly perspective. Now, which points of interest do we have? As I told you on the daily bias video, if I scale down to a lower time frame such as this one, you will be able to see on the 4-hour time frame now that we have specific points of interest such as this low right here, which is attracting price as a magnet, let's say. Okay, so we might break this low right here, or we might touch on one of these ChrisFX points of interest, which also act as draws on liquidity. I'm trying to teach you step by step. If we take this move from the 4-hour time frame, okay, we were expecting minor reactions or full-blown reactions from fair value gaps such as this one right here. This is also the place where we got a very successful trade. It was within this area, and I show that on this video right here where I'm saying I am the trading king. Let's talk about current price action. What do I believe? I very much believe price action is playing right now. So we will see if I was right or wrong. It doesn't matter anyways because I am going to take a trade only in the scenario where I have confirmation. From the 4-hour perspective now, we started from the weekly perspective and we are expecting for price to reach into a discount. Okay, a discount is also this point right here. I am expecting for price later on to continue towards the downside, but for the time being, if we go down to the 4-hour or the 1-hour time frame, we have this internal structure that I have talked about, which is this structure right here, from this low right here, or even this low, and we have very much entered a discount. I am expecting at least a reaction out of this area right here, and then of course it is very likely that we are gonna continue with this downtrend, tap into another point of interest somewhere here from the weekly perspective, or even here, and then continue towards the upside. If I have this reaction right here, even until here, let's say, it's more than enough for us to make a solid 3-to-1 reward to risk, or even more of course. So what I want from you is 1. Identify premium and discount from the higher time frames to the lower ones, which means identifying the external and the internal structure, let's say. Okay. Number 2, identify previous days lows and highs and also previous weeks lows and highs. Okay. Then I want you to identify order blocks and FVGs from the higher time frames to the lower ones as well. Start your analysis from the weekly time frame. Okay, here we are. Tell yourself the story. Where was price drawn to with this candlestick right here? It was drawn towards this area in order to grab the liquidity above this area right here. And once we grab the liquidity above this area, we just started moving towards the downside. From the most recent movement, we are expecting for price to tap at least at this point right here and enter a discount, and from there to see a reaction towards the upside. Then you go down to the 1 day time frame. Here things are very clear. We see how we grab the liquidity above this area, and now we are moving indeed towards a discount. At the same time, I understand that I have this one right here, which is more apparent on the 4-hour time frame, and I say within this area, where is price likely to go? So let's say that we were, for example, somewhere right here. Where is liquidity? Liquidity is right here. Here we have a 4-hour fair value gap. Below that, we have another 4-hour fair value gap. Okay, there we go. What else do we have? We do have, for example, an order block right here. And what else? We do have this area as well, which might act, this whole thing might act as an order block. I might as well go ahead and just stretch this area like that. So then what you do, you proceed. We have our bias. You know that liquidity has to be grabbed in this occasion. We come here and we see our reaction, of course, on a lower time frame. And this is where we got our trade. We look at the news at the same time. You see, this was enough. If you go down to a lower time frame, this was enough to take a trade, because now you can repeat this process from a lower time frame perspective. Now you can say, for example, we did have the reaction from this fair value gap of the 4-hour time frame. Where is price likely to be drawn at? And it is, of course, this order block right here, or this fair value gap above it right here. So let's see what is going on. Where is price likely to be attracted towards this order block from the 15-minute time frame, or this fair value gap, again the 15-minute time frame fair value gap close to the base of the movement. And let's see what we have right here. There you go, and we see the reaction, and we entered on a lower time frame as I showed in this previous video. So now again we saw the reaction from this area. Where is another area that I'm expecting a reaction from? Down here. Let's see if we had another reaction down here. We did actually, but from this king order block that you see. Okay, we have another reaction. And then what other areas do I have? Below it, you see we don't have a reaction from this whole point of interest, but now we are entering, and I'm gonna delete those confusing areas of premium and discount. Now we are entering the point where we are exactly right now, and I am expecting to see a reaction either somewhere from this order block. You see this order block right here. You do see this order block right here where we have a reaction, or I am expecting for a reaction from these CRISFX points of interest down here. Then we will have entered a discount from the weekly time frame. Okay, so we are expecting at least a small reaction towards the upside. Probably then we are gonna come even deeper and then continue. I don't know, we will see then. Okay, but for the moment this is what I'm expecting, and of course I am going to take into account the news when the time comes, and I will build a story on where price is going to be heading to according to my own experience, my own backtesting and my own rules. This was Draw On Liquidity for you. Just remember, identify premium and discount from the higher time frames and then proceed to the lower ones. Identify the previous day's low and highs and also previous week's lows and highs, as in the previous many days, not just the previous day. That's why I have the apostrophe in the end. Number 3, identify order blocks and fair value gaps from the higher time frames to the lower ones. And of course, here you can also include days, weeks lows and highs, as also entry time frames lows and highs. Okay, this is very important as well, because when you get into the point of interest, let's say we are on the 1 minute time frame, here you can also see that we have additional grabs of liquidity on the entry time frame, such as here. So all of these rules will significantly increase your winning rate. Be sure that you like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more free educational content. This is gonna do it for today, traders, and thank you all for watching. Until next time.